Oui, parce que j'amène aussi les
Yes,
micros.
because I also have the mics with me. So, Spring 50, Act 2.
Software, IA, quantique,
Software, quantum, cybersecurity, artificial intelligence. That's what we're going to talk about, because we're going to talk about the digital technologies. 5 startups are going to be with us. Their representatives are backstage, and they will have this in competition. Tout ça va se faire en anglais parce que ces entreprises vont passer à l'échelle internationale. Et nous commençons par Susanna Samirovska.
You're here to represent the startup that you are actually the CEO of, which is NAVALGO. It's a platform that extracts values for moving assets data in real time. So let's just pretend I did not understand what I just said. And you have 3 minutes to help us all understand what it means. The floor is yours.
Hello, I'm Susanna, CEO of Pathway, formerly known as NAVALGO. So Pathway is a database that thinks. And do you remember how that ship got stuck in Suez Canal? So it was blocked for 6 days, and it represented a $10 billion direct cost to the world economy. And in fact, back in the days, I was personally contacted by a number of companies who were trying to make sense of the chaos, who were trying to respond to the situation in a dynamic manner. And in fact, well, the basic data on ship movements was available, but there were no systems in place to treat it and to respond to the situation in real time. And then while working with the leaders of the logistics industry, such as DB Schenker or La Poste, we realized that different businesses have different use cases, but they're all blocked by one and the same step, that is data interpretation. Without the ability to interpret the data as they arrive, organizations lack a coherent source of truth that could serve as a basis for any analytics or predictions. So, the good news is that we have it solved. Pathway is a database that thinks, which computes insights in real time, and then those insights can be used by the business for their strategic decision making. What we do is that, in fact, Pathway thinks. So, we apply machine learning along with simple business rules to the new data points on the fly as they arrive within the database itself, therefore producing this baseline reality that can serve analytics and predictions. It's actually, Pathway is a horizontal developer tool with first use cases in supply chain and logistics. And our clients, DB Schenker, reduce their time to market for analytics projects from 3 months to 1 hour, and La Poste just reduced their cost of IoT deployment by 50%. And from the point of view of a business user, it's actually as simple as using Google. You can just ask your queries or explore a map, and you get your insights at hand. This was made possible by our team. So Jan Horovsky, our CTO, was at Google Brain and Mila. Our CPO had his PhD in computer science at the age of 20, and I happen to be the author of the state-of-the-art model for forecasting of maritime trade. We're looking right now for beta testers for our developer tools, and, well, unfortunately, we're unable to prevent ships from getting stuck in Suez Canal, but 3 years from now, if you look through the window and you see everything that moves, if it's analyzed, Pathway is going to be under the hood. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I will now take the remote. This is yours to keep. It's the remote that I have. Thank you very much. And we will actually now talk cybersecurity with Frédéric LAURENT. Frédéric, you represent SNOWPACK. It's the first internet invisibility network. It's sort of a Harry Potter thing, in a way. And you have 3 minutes to tell us more about this.
So, good morning, everyone. I'm Frédéric. I'm a co-founder and CEO of SNOWPACK. We are a spin-off from CA. We started the company 1 year ago together with Baptiste and Sébastien. And we're based in Austria and Saclay, and we are now 7. So what we are trying to do with SNOWPACK is to overturn the house of cards that is the present digital security paradigm that rely on trust. Typically, today, if you're making a secure connection over the internet, you will have to rely and trust various software elements. And if any of these elements get compromised, in fact, the hacker will get into your data. And because we're making data invisible, but if the hacker gets into the infrastructure, he won't be able to reach to your data. So how do we do that? In fact, we are deploying and operating an overlay network, a kind of Tor, and so we relay the dots. And for example, if Alice wants to send something to Bob today, what she's going to do, she's going to cipher the data and send it over the internet and globally pray that she can trust what she's doing. With SNOWPACK, she will split it in snowflakes, in complementary snowflakes, and send it over the SNOWPACK. So what are these snowflakes? These snowflakes are just anonymized random noise. So if you put your hands on one of these snowflakes, you don't know where it's coming from, you don't know where it's heading to, and you have absolutely no way to know what's the content, regardless of your computing power, because you would have to find the complementary snowflake somewhere else on the SNOWPACK. And in fact, you understand that, of course, more we have Alice, more we have Bob, and more we have traffic, the harder it will be for someone to hack into Alice and Bob communication. And in fact, what we've proved is that the security of SNOWPACK will depend on follow a power law of the number of snowflakes. So very quickly we can reach very high level of security, and in fact so that you don't have to trust anymore the infrastructure. And typically, for example, we believe it's very important for example for Europe, because today we are very dependent, for example, on Chinese or US software and hardware for our internet infrastructure. So it may look a little bit obscure, so how we do that? First, you can try to test it on our website. You get a free version, and also another way is to see what we're doing with Alternative, which is a secure DNS service. And unlike his competitor, like Cloudflare, the US giant, first, Alternative won't know what you're doing with it, and no one in between you and Alternative will be able to hack into your DNS query. Where do we stand today? We have finalizing a 1 million seed round, funding round, in order to build our product, prepare the cloud phase, and build our sales. And we are here in Saclay for finding partners, alternative companies that we can integrate our software. Thank you.
Merci beaucoup. Thank you. No, this is the only thing I keep. This is yours. Thank you very much, Frédéric. And the next contestant is Alexandre STEGNER.
Participant suivant, Alexandre STEGNER.
Alexandre, you're here for AMPHITRITE. It's a startup that provides ocean data intelligence. Let it flow.
Thank you, Alexandre. So, hello, I'm Alexandre STEGNER, the CEO of AMPHITRITE. And there is a big number of ocean satellite data. It's a growing number, but only a little fraction of all these satellite data are used by companies now. And the goal of our AMPHITRITE is to fuse all of them and to become a European leader in the field of innovative ocean data. And today we are targeting 3 sectors. We are targeting green shipping, defense, and environment. So I will mainly focus on green shipping. It's about 100,000 ships, 2 million tons of fossil fuels which are consumed every year. And the most effective way, the quickest way to reduce the consumption of all these fossil fuels is to reduce the speed of the boats. But if you do so, if you reduce the speed of this commercial vessel, they will be more and more impacted by the oceanic conditions, and especially the oceanic currents. I show you an example. On this slide, you see the current, the meander in the Mediterranean Sea, and that boat that exits from the Suez Canal will, in some area, face a countercurrent that will slow him down. And if the captain knows precisely the size, the position of this meander, he will be able to slightly deviate its trajectory, saving time and fuel. Unfortunately, this is not possible. This short-term routing is not possible today because oceanic model forecasts are not reliable enough. And we, AMPHITRITE, the innovation is based on the fusion of multiple satellite data to provide the reliability and to provide this accuracy. And we are using advanced computer vision, we are using artificial intelligence to build these high-resolution current maps. We, the three co-founders of AMPHITRITE, developed this algorithm here at the École Polytechnique, here in a CNRS lab, and we have also the chance to have two great mentors who have a big expertise in the maritime domain and that support us. We are a young company. We started in December 2021, and we already have one contract with the CNES and a proof of value with a shipping company, Dreyfus Armateur, to test our solutions. And our target for the next year is to provide a premium product in the Mediterranean Sea. And in order to finance this offer, in order to finance our development on the other markets, we need 1 million euros for the next 2 years. So you are welcome to support us or to join us.
Thank you very much.
Merci à vous.
Thank you. And we now welcome Pierrick BOISSEL for Niagara.
Pierrick BOISSEL, qui représente Niagara.
Pierrick, Niagara offers a solution that allows manufacturers to regain control of their data. Yep. Tell us how in 3 minutes.
Thank you. Alors comment? Dites-nous. Vous avez 3 minutes.
Hi, I'm Pierrick. I'm co-founder of Niagara. Do you know that today data management is totally chaotic in manufacturing? Minus than 60% of data that are generated in a factory is available for analysis and complex predictive analysis. More than 80% of AI project BCG reporting that are failures due to poor data quality, and less than 3% of users are able to manipulate complex data tools. But it's also a fantastic opportunity. McKinsey said that reconnecting production systems and IT systems can help manufacturers increase productivity up to 90%, reduce machine downtime by 50%, and also reduce maintenance costs by more than 40%. So we decided to build Niagara, a no-code industrial data platform to help non-tech users to leverage their data. With Niagara, users can connect any system within their factories with more than 100 connectors, agnostic technology. They can transform, set rules, set thresholds, and develop actions cross applications. They also can monitor and analyze their data, or simply push them to the clouds or to their system, ERPs, big data, or data lakes for further analysis or correlations. And of course, they can collaborate. They can set standards between their different sites and add a semantic layer that is really important for operationals in factories. Our ambition is to become the mid-layer of manufacturing and to bridge the gap between OT, production systems, and IT enterprise technological systems. Today we have like more than a year. And we are live in 3 factories. We are developing and deploying the solution in 6 factories in Q2. And we are in discussions with lots of industrials to deploy worldwide our solution in more than 30 sites in the 2022. Thus, we are now here to not perfect, it's not finished. Thank you all.
Thank you. Merci Pierrick. This is yours. No, I'll keep the remote. Thank you very much. And to close this sequence of the speech contest, here comes Sara SEBTI.
Je vous présente Sara SEBTI.
Sara, you are the CEO of SHAREID. It's a startup that provides an authentication as a service solution. And you have 3 minutes to tell us what it means.
You have probably been through one of these ID verification solutions. These static solutions where you are required to record the video of your identity documents and yourself, either to open a bank account, rent an Airbnb, retrieve your password from Lydia, or just cash out from Vinted. Isn't it repetitive and frustrating to go through the same video again and again? Did you know that not only it is responsible of 41% of churn rate, but also 1 out of 3 ID verifications fails at the first attempt, which makes them costly, as each failed attempt generates additional costs for businesses who pay their solution provider per check. Finally, these solutions are time-consuming. As they require a human double-check, they cannot be processed in real time. For all these reasons, we believe that the current static ID verification will collapse by 2030 and will be replaced by reusable, verifiable credentials, enabling secure and real-time ID verification. And this is what we do at SHAREID. We provide the re-authentication as a service solution linked to the official identity, equivalent to an ID document presentation and captured with a simple smile. And thanks to our AI assistance during the acquisition phase, we have reached a conversion ratio of 92% at first attempt. Let me walk you through one of our use cases. Imagine you are on holidays or on a business trip and your bank has a fraud suspicion on your credit card usage. Today, they will just block it, leaving you, I don't know where, with that credit card, trying to reach out to your bank. With SHAREID, you would have simply received an authentication request on your business application, and with a simple smile, your fraud suspicion would have been a closed case in real time. Now imagine you want to buy a regulated good or just gamble online. The business will need to verify that you are over 18. With SHAREID, you would receive a request on your business application, verify with a smile, and that's it. The business has the guarantee that you are over 18, and your personal data sharing was limited to the strict minimum. Since our creation 18 months ago, we have secured key partnerships to enable sustainable growth. We have the French paramilitary police, la Gendarmerie Nationale, who enable us to train our algorithms on one of the largest data sets, but we also have partnerships with e-signature actors, digital lawyers, or compliance communities. Our market is booming, 32 billion today, with a compounded annual growth rate of 69%. We offer 1 month of free trial if you want to test by yourself and see how it enhances both your user experience and your business conversion. So please get in touch. SHAREID.ai.
Thank you very much. Merci à tous nos participants.
Thank you to all our participants for this second round. Spring 50. Next appointment at midday, where we'll be talking about mobility. But straight away, let's now dive into a fascinating field, no doubt very polemical, but very promising in terms of applied research. So, Marion will be coming now to talk about Quantic.